6:30 p.m. Eastern. Shelby's World Live taking off. Questions will be answered cause the queen get it off. Unity is for the black and brown community. Conversation without scrutiny. Hey, we speak from a place of power, no coward. We just making sure the truth isn't overpowered. Black goddess, black queen, no in between. Radio podcast to the big screen. Her smile is everything, can light up a room. She say what she means, that's why we're in tune. Grown woman handles her biz like it is. Discipline, her role model for the kids. Nothing was given, everything she earned. She sat back and learned, and now it's her turn. So stop on by, comment, subscribe. Each and every Wednesday, SW Live.
Shelby's World Podcast.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, y'all. What's happening? What's happening, good people? Happy Wednesday to y'all. Happy Wednesday, June 24th Wednesday. Damn. June is over. We have literally like zoomed through June. It really went by fast, y'all. June did not come to play. I'm sitting here thinking like, dang, it's June 24th. My goodness. But welcome to another episode of SW Live, y'all. Welcome. Come on in, sit down, take a seat. Let's have a good time. We're going to talk about are we making life worth living? And we're going to have a little trivia fun today too, but we're going to talk about what we're doing to make our life worth living, and are we doing that? It's a very good question, because a lot of us are merely just doing the normal dynamics of having a lifestyle and doing the minimum of being here and surviving. But are we doing things that make us feel viable? Are we being productive in our lives, not just, merely here? And we're going to talk about that today. But before we jump into it, because it's going to be a quick conversation, but before we jump into it, of course, let's jump to this quote of the day. And the quote of the day is, life becomes worth living when you cultivate meaningful relationships, pursue passions, maintain health, and embrace personal growth and self-acceptance. Boom. That's when life becomes worth living. Because we gotta have purpose, y'all. We just merely being here and existing is one thing, but having some purpose is important. Having that sustainability, having those reasons to go. People need that. We don't need to just say, or just be like, oh, I'm a mom, or I'm a dad, or and that's just it. Because that's what you're doing, that's what you're giving. That's a parental purpose. But what did you choose to do just for you? What did you feel like your purpose was for you? What did you need to do to have something meaningful to keep going for you? So life becomes worth living when you cultivate meaningful relationships, you pursue passions, you maintain health, and embrace personal growth and self-acceptance. Big deals. Like huge deals. Huge deals. I think even if we don't believe we have a purpose, you're living or walking in a purpose of some sort. It may not be the best purpose. It may not even be something that is like going to be a benefit for the world, but it may just be your purpose for why you're here. Because everybody ain't here to be a good person. So you may not have a good purpose. Huge. Everybody not here to be good. Everybody isn't here to run rampant in goodness. Hey, beautiful time winding down. Hey, sister. Everybody isn't, y'all. I'm serious. Like, I think, and that's the confusion that a lot of us do have, is that we feel like everybody is good. Everybody got some good in them. So no. So regardless of what their purpose is, their purpose may not be rooted in good, but they still have a purpose. Somebody has a purpose, whether it's to bring down your purpose, to try to stop your purpose, to be a shield against what you're trying to do. Everybody has a reason for existing. They here. So now people are going to find a viable resource in that person. And let's find out what that purpose can be for that person. People got reasons for why they exist. Even if that we might be like, damn, they demonic. And they lasting a long time. Because they ain't done yet. People got a reason. All right. So that's what we're talking about today. Are you making life worth living? And as we do that, I got a little trivia for y'all. First trivia question before I jump into some of the conversation. First trivia question. How many people did Annalise Keating kill on How to Get Away with Murder? Think about that. If you know the answer, drop it in the comments. If you know the answer, drop it. How many people did Annalise Keating kill on How to Get Away with Murder? Drop that answer in the comments. Now, today we're going to talk about how we're making our lives worth living and some of the ways to do so. Life isn't just about existing. It's about having meaningful starts and finishes while along on that journey. You got to have your start and your finish got to be like your big combustion, your big sign off before you get up out of here. I saw, I love y'all. Like, TikTok's so funny to me. I love TikTok. So I was watching a TikTok earlier today, and one of the guys was like, yeah, and I'm gonna be real mad if I die before I get to see such and such and such. He was talking about some TV show, and it killed me because thinking about that, it is funny because we always feel like we plan for what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We don't think about the fact that tomorrow may not come. So when it's not in our perspective, we know that one day, we all know that one day we're not going to be here. Yes, true indeed. But are we thinking about that when we're planning for the next day? No, we're not. We're not thinking about the fact that it could be an interjection of us not existing. You know what I'm saying? Between that time. So when you when you think about how your existence matters and what you're doing, and in between that time, the guy was like, dang, I'd be real upset if I ain't gonna make it to see that episode of this, or if I'm gonna ever see Tommy get away with this, or if we're gonna see what happens with this, stuff like that. Those things matter to people. And it's just a thought because we don't have that planned perspective. We know it's coming. We just don't know when that coming is. All right. So in that same thing, what's up, Dennis? It's been a long time. How you doing? I know you've been on the road during this show though. So I know. We've really missed you too. We've really missed you too, Den. It's good to know that you're watching. Thank you for tuning in. But yes, so while along that journey, life isn't just about existing along that journey. You must have meaningful starts and finishes. Meaningful. So be good in what you're doing. Love what you're doing. Love who you're doing it for. Don't just be doing it just to be doing it just because somebody expecting you to do it. Do it because you have some intention behind what you're doing. Okay? All right. I'm waiting for y'all to answer my question about, y'all know the answer on the trivia question was, how many people did Annalise Keating kill on How to Get Away with Murder? Ain't nobody put an answer in them comments yet. Y'all don't know, huh? Yes, Dennis, with a purpose. It must be done with a purpose, day to day with a purpose. Okay? All that. So cultivate in that purpose. You want to, he's talking about 14. Good guess. Good guess. I'm gonna tell y'all the answer. The answer is 0. She didn't kill nobody. She just taught people how to get away with it. She didn't kill anyone. That was the twist. That was the twist in the show. Google got me on hold. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Any trivia, if you don't know the answer, you gotta go Google. If you got the time, go Google it. Go Google it. I'm gonna come up with, I got another trivia question for you in a minute. But yes, you must cultivate meaningful relationships, and that comes with a strong personal connection. With a strong personal connection is a central part of life. Central part of life. Look at my girl. What's up, Tia? Very much off topic. Hair is growing, queen. It is. I'm loving it too, Tia. I'm loving it, girl. I'm loving it. Thank you. Thank you for the notice. It is growing. But having those strong personal relationships, it helps us to have a fulfilling life. And a lot of times we don't even know how much we need people until we have those people. You understand what I'm saying? That's just how much of or until you even lose a person that you really valued. Losing someone that you had a really close connection with, or just having that reminder day to day that they are good to you and good for your spirit, good for your energy, is great. That's good shit. But when you lose it, it becomes an augmented state in your heart, like oof, because now you're feeling like you're missing out on that thing that had you, that was able to give you that extra energy. But you were able to build that meaningful relationships. You cultivated that with someone, and it's a thing that we need. So listening actively, showing empathy, and nurturing friendships and family bonds can also enhance happiness and provide emotional support during challenges. Because who do y'all lean on? Do you just do it alone, or do you lean on the people that you got? Are we just out here winging it all the time? Or are we actually saying, let me go and talk to my homegirl, my friend, my mom, my cousin, because somebody may have experience in this area that I don't have experience in. So that's what we build these relationships for. And avoid toxic relationships that drain your energy, and focus on relationships that encourage growth and mutual respect. The highest of the high. When we talk about mutual respect, the highest of the high, baby. You want to it's because a lot of y'all be thinking y'all good people until y'all meet good people. A lot of us be thinking we good people until we meet good people. And then we be like, damn, I need to step my skills up. They teaching me something. Me, my spouse, and my therapist. That's who your people are. That's who your people are. I'm telling you, we all got people. We can't wing it all the time now. You can't wing it all the time. Some of the things you can do, some of the things you can wing. Because you probably had to do it before. So some of the things you can wing, but you can't wing everything. You got to go lean on your people. You got to go lean on your people. And that's truly like duality of life. Yes, it is. It really is. The cultivating meaningful relationships is one of the highest of the high levels of life. You know how they say you have those basic needs? Your basic needs come into the life form of having good people. You got to have somebody. We all got to have somebody. We got to have somebody that we can go to when we need to release, and even if we just need that good energy pull. You must have somebody. Next trivia question. South Park takes place in which state? My South Park people, which state does South Park take place in? All right. Pursue passions and purpose. Drop that answer in the comments if you know. Pursue passions and purpose. Engaging in activities you love brings joy and sense of purpose, whether through creative outlets, hobbies, or meaningful work. Pursuing purpose and what excites you fosters personal growth and fulfillment. Strive to align your career and your daily activities with your values and interests to create a life that feels rewarding. Now, the one thing that I'll say about that, because that's a very, very honorable statement, and that's very, very it's a passion-driven statement, but it's not reality. because everybody can't work in the field of their passion at all times. We try to work in areas that we can feel comfortable in, or that we know that definitely have experience and knowledge in, because you don't want to just be on a job and just be on a job. So yes, you want to work in an area that drives your passion for what you're doing, or has some type of area or avenue of what you really have some of your interests and your morals aligned with. You do want to have a position of such. However, it's not always the case. So since that's not always the case, your outside life has to be your real life. Your hobbies, who you doing your hobbies with, what your hobbies consist of. If they're not in tune with your passions, then how are they your hobbies? So what you do on the outside of your life, away from work, if you can't get the passion driven job that kind of is in line with the things that you do that matters to your moral, you must align it in your hobbies. You must align it in your hobbies. Your day-to-day life, how you move, how you trigger, how you respond, all that has to be in line with your moral code. And if we're being any more real about it, if you ain't doing what you talking about, you just talking. If we being more real about it. If you ain't walking the talk, you just talking the talk. And why would we be doing that? Like, especially at this big old age, come on. Like, I've been believing that since my early 20s. I've been a moralistic living in my life. Now, I believe in my morals. I stand strong on them. I've been believing in them since I've been out the womb. But I also believe that, your morals are incapable of being entrusted with other life situations that make you have to tap back a little bit and be like, that's against my morals. Am I going to go with that even though that's against my morals? Well, you got to have those self-doubts, those conversations where you just be leaning here. You got to figure it out, and you're in the middle. And then you got to decide, am I going to stick with my morals, or am I going to stick with my fun instincts at this time? And, truth be told, more time, your morals going to win. Objective must align with subjective. Okay. It has to. It has to. It has to. Thank you. It has to. So does anybody have an answer to the South Park question? I don't think y'all do. I don't think y'all I'm not the biggest South Park fan, but I did know I only put questions on here that I knew answers to, so that I could be in line with objective, being in line with my subjective. I don't just throw out stuff. I got to know what I'm talking about when I'm doing my talking, because I walk it like I talk it. But the answer to that is Colorado. Colorado was the answer to that. Let's go into the next agenda item, and that is maintaining your physical and mental health. Now, we already talked about cultivating meaningful relationships and pursuing passions and purpose. He said is Michigan. I don't know. It's Colorado. It's Colorado. You from New York? Now, just for the day. I'm not my darn cord down. I try not to, but just for the day, just for a few minutes. That was just for that moment. Next trivia question. If I don't have no Golden Girls fans on here, I don't know. Then this might not work for y'all. But what was Dorothy's Bornak job on the Golden Girls? What was her job on the show? Think about it now before you drop it in the comments, but answer it. Drop that for me. What was Dorothy's Bornak job on the Golden Girls? And so maintaining your physical and mental health. Physical well-being supports energy, vitality, and resistance and resilience. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient rest improve both mind and body. Mental health practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and stress management help you navigate life's challenges in clarity and calm. So how you treat your body, is going to show in your exercise, your diet, what you put in, how you living, all of that. It's going to show. Like what you doing to yourself is going to show in your physical health. Your physical appearance is going to definitely show that. Your physical health is on point. Show me the body. I approve. Message accepted and received. Definitely. But yeah, you have to maintain your physical and your mental health. If not for anything else, for the fact that you don't, I've said before, our lives are not just for our lives. Our lives are for the people that we also have put into our lives, because you cultivated meaningful relationships, remember? So you can't just be a person that's going to treat yourself any type of way. You got people dependent on you like you dependent on people. Okay? So with that being said, take care of your mental and your physical health. Does anybody know the answer to the trivia question? What was Dorothy Bornak position, what she did for a living on Golden Girls? Embrace a growth mindset. Viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and self-improvement enhances resilience and self-worth. Accept yourself while striving for growth and focus on progress rather than perfection. A growth mindset allows you to transform obstacles into meaningful experiences and foster term satisfaction. Now, this is big for me because one of the things that I soulfully believe in is if you're going to have a complaint, you need to have a solution. And if you don't have a solution, you need to be wanting to get a solution. Pet peeve of mine is to not complain unless I have a remedy or an idea of a remedy. I have to know something. I can't just be sitting around here feeling sad for myself and feeling bad for myself if I haven't thought of an outlet or a way that I can make this work. So that for me is embracing a growth mindset. That's embracing a growth mindset. It's giving you the opportunity to see your way out of something that you might have dug your way in. And I was just having a conversation with somebody earlier, and I was like, most of the life choices that we create and the things that most of our issues that we have in our life come from the choices that we made, right? True indeed, right? Because we had to be the person that kind of cultivated that experience for ourselves, right? Sometimes we know that things we have to be patient for, and that we will set up for ourselves and be like thinking that it's going to come faster, or we want it to come faster just because we ain't got the patience to wait. So we'll sit up and be like, because here comes the devil or whatever you got that you believe in, that's going to come in and swoop in and throw an obstacle in your way that's going to be like, here go an easier way to do it. That way you doing it's going to take you 3 years, and I got a 6 month boom for you right here. And that 6 month boom. You know, things that come easy come with payback. You know, you gotta have a response for something that just come. You gotta be able to pay it back faster sometimes, or you gotta have a quicker sound bite to be able to feel the atmosphere, because it's boom, 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 boom. That's how it's rumbling at you, right? So, but compromise has to happen on both parties. Absolutely. So as you see it coming down the pipeline, that this idea is giving you an easier run to it, do you think that that's the way to go just because it's faster? You get 6 months versus you having to take the 3 years. Now, tell me this. Just because for 20 years, everybody took the 3-year route, don't mean that the 3-year route is always the right route. But nobody has ever tried to take the 6 month route. Now, does that mean that taking the 6 month route might give you failure? Or if you are the person that decide to take the 6 month route, will you be the experiment? Do you know if that short route is God saying, this your time? Or do you know if it's the devil dangling a carrot in front of you? Discernment is real. But it's going to be based on what you've been working for and how you've been working for it. If you feel like that you done been building for 5 years, and that 6 month threshold might be for you, it might be the thing. But if you just thought about something yesterday and you ain't did no research, did no real interest, no real appeal, and you go and say 6 months might work, That what it's all about the perspective. It's all about the perspective. Men want to men and deserve the space to do so. There's no calendar on striving. I like that though. There's no calendar on striving. No, there's no time. There's absolutely no time limit on it. There's absolutely no time limit. So it's no rush. It's no rush. But so therefore, that 6 months might not be your answer. But it also again has to align with your purpose. Because your greater good might be right there in that 6 month realm because you already been pushing on 5-6 years of trying to get there. I don't know if your greater good gonna be there in 6 months. If you just said 3 weeks ago, I want to start this business, and now you thinking for 6 months, you're just supposed to instantaneously take off without no real work. Take your time. Some of those things that's why I say we make the choices. We make choices that can affect the long run in a split second. And it can have a split second choice can have an 8-year span of effects. Boom, 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 boom. The effect is always bigger than the choice. So how you do it is, and how you go out and handle that is gonna really be big, like for real. It's really gonna be big on how you handle it, because you cannot always think that it's easier to run the quick route, and you can always think that it's easier to go take the long route. It's just based on your perspective and how much work you don't put into it, though. Because I rarely hear a lot of people that have put in work think that it's gonna come up easy. But I have heard people that have ideas overnight think that it's supposed to happen overnight. Perspective. Trivia question answer is she was a substitute teacher. Dorothy's Bornak on the Golden Girls was a substitute teacher. Find joy in the everyday moments. Life's values often lies in simple pleasures, meaning like a sunrise, a shared laughter, acts of kindness. Appreciating these moments cultivates gratitude and a sense of connection to the world around you. Small, consistent practices of joy and reflection can significantly enhance life satisfactions. The little things can be some of the biggest things. The little things can be some of the biggest things. We really, really desire some of the smallest things that keep us afloat and keep us happy. There'd be real small things that we just desire, y'all, really. So if we can give those little small things to ourselves, just imagine the giddy up and happiness comes from somebody else doing it and making you feel good. Huge. That's my word of the day, huge. What are the big 3 commercial broadcast television networks in the USA? I know y'all know this because a lot of y'all knows and watch the news. I ain't no news person, but I definitely know this because I used to watch the news with my granny a lot, and my mom. So, but what's the 3 top news networks in the US? Drop those in the comments for me if you got that answer. But finding joy in the small moments. Like I said, those sunrises, those shared moments of laughter, those little things that just make everybody glow in the moments that you didn't realize you even needed that glow. Make you feel real good. Balancing self-care. Set realistic goals. Manage your time effectively and create routines that support your well-being. Taking time for yourself, disconnecting from distractions, and engaging in enriching activities can help maintain balance and prevent burnout by focusing on your relationships, your passions, your health, your personal growth, and your everyday joys. Your everyday joys. Can I phone my in-law? Can I phone my in-laws? Yes, ma'am. You can definitely ask them. Phone a friend. Get that answer. Y'all know what them TV stations is. I don't know. Do anybody watch the TV? Do anybody just got regular cable, or is everybody streaming now? We stream over here. We're streamers. But yeah, balancing your balance and self-care are going to always make you give you a better day. Taking care of yourself, especially get some good sleep. Getting that good rest for one is going to keep you looking like you care about yourself. A lot of us be saying, "Oh, I got rest last night," but be looking tired, fuck. And it be all over our face how tired we be looking, So we're really not either. So it either is this: you're probably sleeping good, but you're probably not drinking enough water, getting enough nutrients, calcium. Something is lacking. Something is lacking. We got to take better care of ourselves. And I'm telling y'all can see it. I've been seeing so many people. I use the words O and M now because I don't like to call out the actual words, but it's for the people who really are only supposed to be taking it because of the disease, the sugar disease, but they're taking it for weight loss. Remember those two? It's the O and the M's, right? It's a lot of people taking those, and these people look sick. It's like the skin is just hanging because they're losing all this weight, but they're not exercising. They're not taking care of themselves. They're not going, for one, you're not taking care of yourself. For one, when you try to go and get the quick fix, you ain't think it was going to drop down that fast. That's what you were saying. Like a lot of people, that's one of the things I had heard was like, oh, I didn't think it was going to happen that fast. But now you right here wearing all these big old clothes because you 75 pounds down. Blue said I look tired. Did anybody tell you that though? Anybody tell you look tired, did it? But for real though, but it's a lot of people that be looking tired. They be looking tired. And then they like, I be worried. And then as I think about it even further, the energy of them, they be feeling like they got a little bit more energy, but then the next thing you know, like they're after like 5 minutes of walking, they're like, I did too much. No, you didn't. You didn't do enough. We can't be looking for quick fixes all the time, guys. We really got to put some effort into making ourselves feel like normal humans or whatever. We really, 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 really got to do better at taking care of ourselves. Trivia question one more time before I drop the answer. What are the big three commercial broadcast television networks in the U.S.? Does anybody know that answer? Does anybody know one? Does anybody know two? And does anybody know all three? And it's a simple thing because it ain't too many things, especially if you watch football, you should know. If you had to watch the stories as a kid with your granny and your mom, you should know. Who is this right here saying that? ABC, CBS, and NBC. That's correct. It's not. That's correct, Pedro. Tia. ESPN, Tia. I think I threw you for a loop when I said sports. I think that's what that was. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But yes, Pedro. CBS, NBC, and ABC are the top three news networks in the U.S. And do I have one more trivia question? Oh, yeah, I got one more trivia question for y'all. Which 1994 film features a black character named Mufasa, voiced by James Earl Jones? I got two more trivia questions. I said one more. I know y'all know this answer, so go on, drop the answer for me. What movie did James Earl Jones play as the leading character of the movie before his demise? before his demise. Yes, I'm waiting for that answer. And one other thing, when you're talking about your purpose, when you're setting these personal goals, be realistic with yourself and your personal goals. Don't be setting goals that you know that's not gonna be sustainable or that you're not gonna actually do. Like, a lot of y'all be saying stuff just because y'all want the audience to agree with y'all. Y'all don't be having no type of time or no type of thought process to go and really handle that. Lion King is correct. Thank you, Tia. It's about what's my prize. I would let you know. Hold on. Next question. Who was the first African American woman to win an Olympic gold medal in gymnastics? Who was that person? But we have to set aligned goals and give realistic time frame. Absolutely. If we don't set aligned goals and give realistic time frames, then we're actually setting ourselves up for failures. So if we're going to say that this is, if I have a 5-year goal for something, so that means every year I need to be doing something. Every year I need to be doing something to go toward that 5-year plan. I need to have something being done. Flojo is absolutely wrong. Jackie Joyner Cursor is wrong as well. Y'all, come on. Who was the first African American woman to win an Olympic gold medal in gymnastics? Not running. Gymnastics. Okay? Think about that one. But yes, your if you have that 5-year time frame, you need to have a plan for every year. Not Gabby. You're getting closer. She's married to a football player. You're getting closer. But yes. So if your purpose, your morals, your day-to-day, your passions, all those things need to, there we go. Biles, Simone Biles. That is absolutely correct and true. She was the first Olympic Black woman in gymnastics. Jackie Joyner and I'm sorry, not Jackie Joyner. It was Flojo got another Olympic gold medal in track, but Biles got it in gymnastics. And one more. I got one more, and then I'm gonna get out of here. What animated TV show is the dog Brian Griffin from? What animated TV show is the dog Brian Griffin from? All right. And I want everybody else to take the takeaway from today is I want everybody to remember that in their walks, you may have stumbles, of course, along the way. But your biggest feat is knowing how to get through the stumbles and continuing to have that practice of togetherness while you're going. Like, you got to know that this can be built regardless. It don't always have to be done alone. The plan from the beginning may have been for you to do it alone, which was probably why you had that failure. So if you see that something needs to have more than one person, tackle your other person, get somebody else involved. Your pursuit of purpose does not have to be an alone feat. Okay? You have people. Family Guy is the answer. Tia on a roll, girl. Give it up for Tia. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everybody took away something from today's show. I hope something was able to resonate in your spirit and you felt full from some of the conversation that was had today, because today talking about purpose is really important to me. And I really believe that a lot of us do not think about why we're here. We just doing it. But knowing that you're here for a reason and you're driven is super important. And it should make you feel good. It should make you feel great, actually. Foundation may shake, but build it up. I want my no pride. That's right. Absolutely. Foundation may get a little shaky, a little rocky. But because it's a foundation, it ain't gonna break. Get a little shaky, get a little rocky. Might take a little bit more cement to put a little extra in them cracks. Just know that it can be cemented though. All right, y'all keep that foundation strong. Stay rooted, stay grounded, do what y'all supposed to do. Stay purposeful. Have a great evening and a great rest of the week, y'all. Y'all be good to yourselves, all right? Peace.
6:30 p.m. Eastern. Shelby's World Live taking off. Questions will be answered cause the queen get it off. Unity is for the black and brown community. Conversation without scrutiny. Hey, we speak from a place of power, no coward. We just making sure the truth isn't overpowered. Black goddess, black queen, no in between. Radio podcast to the big screen. Her smile is everything, can light up a room. She say what she means, that's why we're in tune. Grown woman handles her biz like it is. Discipline, her role model for the kids. Nothing was given, everything she earned. She sat back and learned, and now it's her turn. So stop on by, comment, subscribe. Each and every Wednesday, SW Live.